think some of the greatest lessons in life are what not to do.
Mhm.
Instead of
Yeah.
what to do.
And you did say that. So before I have guests on, I always send a questionnaire or whatever. And I asked you, what did you learn from your mom? And you said, I learned a lot of things, a lot of what not to do. Could you name some, maybe 3, if you can?
What not to do in a
Yeah,
relationship?
what not to do. Yeah, like what did you learn where you're like, me and Ilana do not do that.
Right. Holding in, like harboring resentment about things, like even if it's the smallest problem ever, just holding them in, I always felt was wrong, because I would hear both sides of an argument when I was little, and they would never talk to each other about it. Or maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know. But that's always been a big thing with me in my marriage now, and with Alana too, is that we don't let anything go. Like if we have an issue, even if it's small, we bring it up and we talk about it like immediately. And even if it starts a little bit of an argument, having a conversation, hey, look, something that you did the other day that kind of bothered me, that you like, she'll say that you overreacted about something. Well, what was it that I overreacted about? Well, this happened. Oh, I remember that. I overreacted because of this. We communicate, and then we realize what happened, and it's not an argument, it's just a discussion, and we move forward with our lives. I honestly can count on one hand how many times we've had knockdown, drag out argument fights. And it's probably too many fingers too. I would probably have fingers left over, because we just don't do that. We've been married for 10 years, together for 12.
That is
all the time, all the time.
That is a reoccurring theme with the married people I talk to. They're like, we don't fight. What is that? Like, if I have an issue, I bring it up and then it's over. And unfortunately, society will tell you that dysfunctional relationships, arguing is it's just normal. Like, oh, relationships are hard, so that's just normal. I don't know if you're watching Bling Empire on Netflix by chance.
No, it's on my list.
Yeah, so when you watch it, we can talk about Kelly and Andrew's relationship, and I hate it. I hate them, the perpetuation of, oh, this is just normal, relationships are like this. No, it's not. He is clearly cussing you clean out.
Yeah.
In person, in front of people, on the phone, behind the scenes, and you just think that's normal. That's what I'm pushing up against with my platform. Like, this is not normal, and it doesn't have to be this way. And I know that you haven't had these conversations about what makes a healthy relationship versus an unhealthy relationship, but that's why I'm here, right? That's why me and Riggs are here.
So the first thing is always talk about things, always communicate.
Right. Always talk, yep.
Because I've learned that not talking about it obviously creates problems.
Yeah.
The other thing I think is don't cheat.
Say that again. Say it again, please. For the people back there. There's people back there that need to hear it.
Like, if you want to be with someone else, then tell your partner and then go be with someone else. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It happens to people, but do it in that manner. Like, if you've come to that conclusion that you're genuinely not happy, first of all, talk about why you're not happy. Make sure you are with your partner, and then leave if you need to leave. Sometimes you need to, like, do that before, because carrying on a relationship and an affair and all that, that's insane. Like,
you are in more pain. You put somebody through more pain, and even yourself, when you do the sneaky route.
Yeah.
I would rather somebody be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Even after 30 years or 10 years, not to say that it wouldn't hurt.
So that's number 2.
I would just be like, I would rather be like, you know what, Reka, I want to go ahead and be with Ashley over here. So this ain't gonna work.
People are gonna respect. I would respect if my wife, and we both said this, we were like, if we ever want to be with someone else and we're like done with the marriage, first we'll talk about why, and we'll try to resolve it, and then you go and be with someone else. That's how you work it. That's how you work it out. So that's number 2, is don't cheat.
Okay. Love it. I'm writing these down, by the way.
I think the other one is keep your circles small when you need to talk about things, because I know sometimes if you have an issue with someone that you're with, you may want to run it by somebody, like a friend or somebody, but make sure you keep that circle small, because have like one person that you go to for advice, because I think we all sometimes need a friend, someone to bounce something off of. Am I overreacting? Am I overthinking this? Do I even need to bring this up, especially for really, really sensitive topics, I think sometimes. But if you do, I mean, don't talk to 10 friends before you talk to your partner about it. I mean, then you're just formulating all these opinions from all these other people, and all these other people know about it. And then what if that gets around to your spouse? And then, well, why didn't you come to me first about it? So if you're going to talk to somebody about your problems, it's good to have a friend to bounce them something off of, but keep that circle small, because I always remember in my relationships, they would talk about their problems with so many other people instead of talking to each other. Right. And I always thought, I was like, why don't you just talk to each other first? Like, that's where the problem is. Like, go to the root of the problem instead of, cutting off the leaves. Just go to the root of the tree, instead of just pruning branches.